So consecutive integer problems. Consecutive integers are something like, 5, 6, 7. Those are 3 consecutive integers. Or you could have like -10, -9, -8. Those are 3 consecutive integers. And you can have 4 or 5 consecutive integers, but we're just giving you an example here. So how do you set up consecutive integers? Well, the first one will be your variable, x or n or whatever letter you like. And then the next integer would be x plus 1. The next one after that would be x plus 2. Then x plus 3, and so on. Depends on how many integers you need. All right, consecutive even integers, those are things like 12, 14, 16. Or you could have -24, -22, -20. Those are examples of consecutive even integers. So when we set those up, you make the first one x, but then the next one's going to be x plus 2, because you've got to go up by 2 each time. And then the next one would be x plus 4, and then x plus 6, and so on, depending on how many you're talking about. So they'll say, okay, the sum of 5 consecutive even integers or something. Then you want 5 consecutive even integers. But they'll tell you in the problem. Okay, consecutive odd integers. Well, that's going to be something like 7, 9, 11. Or -13, -11, -9. Those would be examples of consecutive odd integers, 2 different examples there. So you're going to make the first integer x, and then here's what throws students sometimes. The next one's going to be x plus, think about going from 7 to 9. It's got to be x plus 2. And then the next one's going to be x plus 4, because you'd take 7 plus 4 to get 11. Okay? And then x plus 6, and so on, depending on how many you need. So it doesn't matter if they're consecutive even integers or consecutive odd integers. They're set up the same way. It's all a matter of where you start. Think of a game board. Are you starting on square 1 and going up by 2? Or are you starting on 2 and then going up by 2? Okay, I don't know if that helps. All right, so let's do a little example now. The product of 2 consecutive odd integers is 99. Find the integers. So we need 2 consecutive odd integers. The first one's going to be x, and the next one's going to be x plus 2. That's how we set up consecutive odd integers. Now it says the product of the 2 consecutive odd integers. That means we need to multiply. So x times x plus 2. That's the product. And it says the product equals 99. Okay, so I'm going to distribute on the left and get x squared plus 2x. And then I'm going to, I'll just write equals 99. Okay, then subtract, it's a quadratic equation, so I'm going to subtract the 99. And now it's a quadratic equation that we want to solve. So this section of the textbook, this is 9.5, we're trying to use the idea of solving quadratic equations. Okay, so we probably won't see any u substitutions here, but okay, how does this factor? Well, I think it's going to be 9 and 11. I'm going to want the positive 11 and a negative 9. That's what I want. Now notice that I get 2 solutions. X could equal -11 or x could equal 9. Now I'm looking for 2 consecutive odd integers. So if x equals -11, then x plus 2 equals -9. Now, are they odd integers? Are they consecutive odd integers? Yes. And do they multiply to be 99? Yes. So one answer is -11, I guess, and -9. Those could be the 2 consecutive odd integers that multiply to be 99. Now, what about the other case? Well, here I have x equals 9, so x plus 2 equals 11. Are those consecutive odd integers? Yes. And do they multiply to be 99? Yes. Okay, so 9 and 11 is another answer. So I'm getting two answers. One is the two integers could be -11 and -9. The other answer is the two integers could be 9 and 11. So you get two solutions here. That doesn't always happen on these problems, and you'll see why in a little bit, but it does on this one.